Hello, everyone. Hope everyone had a blessed day today. I wanted to do a quick recap of today's trades. It is Tuesday, the 25th, and I have to start by saying today's market in the morning to mid, the price action was absolute garbage. It was so bad. I actually was trying to be pretty patient today. However, I wasn't as patient as I was wanting to be. But anyhow, I got into a few trades. I had my first trade was a loss, and I got into ARM. And once again, I made a mistake. So my mistake was I was watching ARM, and I wanted it to. I was going to get in if it got below 150. Well, it got below 150. The problem is I did not. My rule is I want a major level. When I have a major level like 150, I want to see ARM get below it, come back up, retest it, and show that it's actually going to have continuation to the downside. I did not wait for that. I got in on this push right here like I would trade my LRC strategy, and that's where it got me. So I got in here. I I bought in I think 4 6 contracts. It went up. It closed right here. Went way up. Started wicking down. I actually added like up in this area on the wick, the selling pressure coming back in. So because of these two big wicks down, I was really considering that okay, this is definitely, going to continue and get pushed below this level. However, again, my rule is if I get into a trade and I'm at a major level, if I get two closes back above that level, I should get out. So I literally should have got out right here for a very small, maybe 60 $70 loss. But nope, I waited until it got up to here. Then because I let it go so far, I was like, well, I'm going to at least give it to the 20 and the 200. See if I get a push back down from those two. And the LRC. Well, of course I didn't. So I ended up getting out, I think, on this candle, which I believe I was down like, that was like a $500 loss. So pretty significant loss on the first trade of the day. It's not that big of a deal when trading the LRC because you can literally make it back in no time. I did then get into a TSM trade, which was a pretty decent trade. In today's action, just really we didn't get much movement. So I realized that after the first like 3 trades, and we talked about it in our in the Discord group. It's like, okay, this is just a scalper's day, so really scalp, take profit, move on. Scalp, take profit, move on. And so that's what I did the rest of the day after this trade. But this trade wasn't a terrible trade. It was a good setup. It just wasn't great price action because we were just in this bad time of the day. And of course, you don't know that that's how it's going to be until it's already over with, right? So you can't really know it's happening. But once we had, yeah, probably around up until about 10:30 or so, I think is when we finally, or I finally had said, okay, this is a scalper's market. It can't hold anything. You're not getting any real, real good moves. But in any event, I did. I was watching this. It wicked up off of the LRC lower, went above the 200 here, and then as soon as this went above and held above the 170 and the 20 EMA and the LRC, that's a pretty significant deal. If you ever have that trading the LRC, that's almost a guarantee. Most times you get really good moves when that happens, just like over here. But you can see it actually happened twice. Um, so when this closed, I got in here. I held. It pushed all the way down. I added here. So I ended up. I did scale out on the LRC. I didn't add here. Here lately I've been adding, but because the market was already kind of had me on pins and needles, I didn't add. Typically, I would add on this candle. When this pushes down and comes back up off of the 20, I would normally add here, and I ended up taking all profit here. So that was a really good trade. That made back about half of my arm loss. So very good trade, and I actually got out at a great position. This line up here is my long-term LRC, and I'm gonna I'll put together another video showing how I'm setting those up and how important they have been. They've been very important in my trading, along with all the other nuances that I use. But the LRC, the Anchored LRC, is the most important aspect, and you can just look at how important, how it respects the LRC. This was like at the 200, but LRC, 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 here, consolidating, comes back down, pushes back up off of it, stays with it, goes above it, back below it. You can just see it's such an important, and then right here, boom, right off the LRC again. So the LRC, the Anchored LRC, is absolutely incredible, guys. If you haven't used it, come into our Discord. I do have it is a paid Discord server. Would love to have you in the community, but I have a couple channels that are for free users. You can come in and ask questions and get some instruction, and I have no problem if anyone has any questions or wants any training or just one-on-one. Just shoot me a DM, or better yet, it's best if you just ask in the general chat, because sometimes I get too many fakes and scammers in the DMs. So anyhow, come into our Discord. If you do shoot me a DM, you have to be specific on what you want, and then I may answer you back. But it's best if you just come into the Discord, go into the free channel, and post a question and ask whatever questions you want. So that was that trade. This was the only one I got. I did not catch this one, but this one was actually a much better trade. The price actually had started picking up, around 11, 12 o'clock. And if you take a look at how the price had come down, came up above the 20, the 200 and the 20, that SLR, I mean the LRC and the 20 EMA closed. This would be my entry right here, and you would have just stayed in this until you could have stayed in, and I probably would have exited on this long-term LRC because it's extremely important. Once again, I will show, and if you ask, I can show you one-on-one on how to set that up. But then I started just trading. Oh, I did take a small loss on a Tesla trade. And let's see, I think it was a call, and I think what happened is it was right here. Yeah, and I got faked out on this push above. So I went above, and once again I did not wait for my break and retest. So you can see I am literally not losing any trades unless it's just stupid decisions, not following my rules. And so once I get that under control, I'll be way more green every single day. Although I've been green every single day except for 2 since I've started this strategy, and that's insane. And it's been almost probably 2 months now. I know it doesn't sound possible, but it has happened, and it's absolutely insane. And so it's such an easy, simple strategy to follow, and you get all your information all in this little strategy. So like with Tesla, unfortunately I missed this move, but I took it over the 186.50. Well, it came down, I added, it went up, came back down, I added again, thinking, okay, I'm getting this push. Boom, I got that, and then it kept going down, and so I got out, and so I ended up taking, I think I took about the same amount of a loss on this that I made with the TSM trade. So I was back, down, back down another, I think $500 loss at this point. But then I started scalping SPX, and I made many SPX trades. This thing is money with SPX. It is so good. So it's, of course, you still have to stress and manage SPX. You have to really sometimes go in drawdown because that's just the way it is. But I got into several trades. I got into a trade. I think I got in this trade here. I bought it as it crossed the 200. I was doing a breakout trade because I had this strength that came up, strength pushed up hard. As it was pushing over, I bought SPX here. I added SPX on this push up. I sold all SPX right there. I didn't hold. I didn't even. I did. Oh, actually, I take that back. I did. I held and ended up selling up here, and then I gave back some on this. And after that happened, I forgot I did that on my first one. After that happened, I said, no, I'm not doing it anymore today because of the price action. I'm not holding. I'm just getting out at big levels, or even LRCs. So I waited. I think I got in on the. Oh, I think this was my entry. It wasn't here. I'm sorry. This was my entry because these were when I traded TSM and all. It was right here. I got in here, got in on this candle, and I got out. I got out on this push up, scaled out, and then I held and ended up giving back some on this one. I still profited pretty well. It was like almost a $300 profit, but I could have had like $500 here, but I ended up with like $300 because I let it pull me back. So then I got back in on this trade here. I bought here. It went all the way down. I sold one. I got two SPXs, sold one, held, and then I sold all right here. Got out of all of them. So I held this through the pushback down and got out right here with a banger of a trade. That one was really well. At this point, I was green. I was up. I think I was up over $300, and then I actually got in on this trade here where it went below, came back up, retested, came down. I got in on this candle, and I traded and literally got out right here for another like a $300 profit. So that was fantastic. And my last trade, I think my last trade was around one something. I think, well, it may have been two. I'll have to go back and look at it. But it was a pretty clean trade. It may have been right here actually. When crossed above, traded up to the 544 again, and got out. Oh, actually, no, I did take that, and I got out here, and it was like $170 something trade. I did get back in here, so I did trade around 2 o'clock. I got in on this break of consolidation here, and I got out on that. So it was really small scalps, but I ended the day with about maybe $700 or $800 total. I don't know what it was, minus commissions. But anyway, I didn't get over 1,000 today, and that's perfectly fine. I was happy with being able to make back my loss, and then to use this system, trading, scalping to just make my money back. I may, and it may happen tomorrow, if I get good price action with SPY, I may just trade SPX only, because I have been absolutely killing it trading SPX. Yesterday, traded SPX and got this trade right here. I got a 200% profit on SPX. This was like right at close to a $2,100 profit with this one trade. Unheard Sheep in the that's in our Discord, he actually bought it. I think right here, he told me today. I think it was this candle. He got in right there, and he ended up with a 240% profit. It was fantastic, clean perfect play. And then we both also got this, but I had an appointment on Monday. I had a doctor's appointment I had to go to, and I was literally I'd stopped like around in here. I had to get ready. My wife was coming to get me and, take me to the appointment or whatever. And so I walk back in my office and I see this setting up. It comes through, and I literally come in. I'm like, oh man, that is just so clean. So you can't see the LRC, but the LRC was like right here, crossing um, through this level right there. And so I came in and I took puts. I traded all the way down and got out right here for a $778 trade. Just that quick with this big move, and I got out, and so it was fantastic. Oh, well, anyway, yeah, I took most all of it. I actually didn't get out of all. I did take most all of it. I waited for it to push through, and it came back up. So I ended up with a little less, but I was at $1,100 here, and didn't take all of it. I took one which locked away like 700 and something, but I ended up with only a profit of right at 470 actually, because I did hold one, it went up, and then I ended up getting out right here because I actually had to leave. But anyway, so this system LRC is amazing. I hope you guys come and join us. Just come in, give it a shot. I know it's paid, and I get it. Most people don't like getting into paid discords, but I can assure you that literally in probably 10-15 minutes you will probably make that $50 up. It's a $50 monthly subscription, but you would make that up in no time. But in any event, we'd love to have you. If you want to come in for free, you're welcome to do that as well. And we really want to just build a great community, a great group that works together. And we are going to start putting together some swing trade ideas. We have a few guys in the group that I believe are pretty good, or have some great ideas for it. And yeah, we welcome you and hope that you guys will come and hang out and just be a part of the group and make some money with us, because it's been a fantastic run so far. And as long as we're still profiting every single day and this is working, we're not going to change it. Some people use different indicators. For me, I know I didn't say this, but for the new people, if you've watched the video all the way to the end, I use the Anchored LRC, which is a specific anchored location, which makes it so good. I use the 20 EMA. You can use the 20 SMA. They're so close, it doesn't really matter. I like the EMA for whatever reason, maybe because it's a little quicker, but you can use the 20 SMA, the 20 EMA. I use the 200 EMA. You can do the SMA. That's up to you. I do have VWAP, but honestly, I don't really pay much attention to VWAP anymore. The system takes care of itself. I very rarely have to worry about what VWAP is doing. So anyhow, I hope you guys come and join us. If you have learned anything or liked the video, and if you want to critique, comment, leave me a like, subscribe, and we hope to see you. And I hope you guys were all green today and had a great day trading. I know it was a little tough in the morning. It was messy, but hopefully you guys were able to pull it out and have a green day. And I hope to see, like I said, I hope to see you, and hope you have a blessed evening, and I'll see you on the next video.